We have exciting news. I'm sure by now you guys may have heard that Toyota is not going to go the short block route for the 100,000 plus vehicles under the new engine recall with the twin turbo V6, but instead they are going to replace the engine assembly. Now, not only is the customers are happy, but we as technicians, we are delighted. We are excited and we are happy all around the US because none of us wants to be doing short blocks left and right or every other week. So now the fact that all we have to do is just remove the engine from the truck, take that engine assembly that they sent us, put it back in the truck, bada bing, bada boom, job is done. But when we have to remove the engine, strip it down, you're only halfway there and now you got to put it back together. So many things can go wrong. We have to make sure the parts are right for the short block, cylinder heads, all the components that go along with it. But now it's 10 times easier. Just remove the engine, whatever they send us, transfer a few parts, and install it back into the truck. So that alone in itself just makes our life so much easier. And it reduces the risk of things going wrong because when you have to do a short block, you have to ensure all the parts are correct, all the parts that you ordered, everything, gaskets. So not only when you're assembling it, you have to inspect every individual part itself. You want to make sure that all the seals go back in, all the O-rings, so many things can go wrong. And I know I've seen in the forums that a few people have had the short block replaced because the engine locked up for whatever reason and, the main bearing and stuff failed. And a few customers in the forum say, hey, I did a short block. This is my second time, third time going back in. Now, there's so many things that's unanswered. One, we don't know how the engine was put back together because I got to be honest with you guys. This is not a job that everybody or any technician should be doing or any technician should get their hands on. So the quality of work that was done may be a contributing factor as to why the engine failed again or why your car or truck is back on a tow truck heading back to the dealership. And then that, of course, it gets posted on social media, ends up on the forum. And then now YouTubers are making videos, oh, this Tundra went in for the third time, fourth time, blah, 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 blah. So now that the fact that we're doing complete engine assembly is going to reduce the risk of that happening. And I'm telling you, man, I didn't want to go into work doing a short block every other week. And now as far as the pay, the flat rate manual for a short block replacement, the total time warranty, it pays about maybe 23, 24 hours, give or take. Now, other stuff can be added if you're doing valves or if other components are damaged. But roughly around 22, 23 hours, it would pay for a short block replacement. Now, granted, the dealership that I work at, our manager is nice enough to give us an additional 8 hours. Anytime we're doing a big job or engine replacement, an engine tear down or something heavy like, he's nice enough, man. He knows the warranty time are not exactly fair for a job like that. So that same 22, 23 hour short block replacement, he gives us an additional 8. And before you know it, we're at 35, 36. And 36 hours is fair. Gives you about 4 days to average about 9 hours a day to take your time to make sure you put it back together correctly. But I can't say that's the same for every dealership around. So I'm happy and thankful that our manager is nice enough to do that. I'm sure, it's not every dealership cutting their technicians a deal like that. A few hours here and there, but he gave us a full additional 8 hours, which is a relief because sometimes these warranty times, man, it's a slap in the face. So now as far as the engine assembly replacement, I'm curious to see how much or how many hours they will pay. Knowing Toyota, I estimate maybe for a short block replacement on the Tundra, I think especially with all the news being circulated, and I'm sure they want the customers to get their truck repaired correctly. So I think they would put a fair labor time on it to ensure that the technicians are going to take their time to do it properly because they don't want to just have a technician rush in to do the job just so they can make, break even with the time. So a job like that, I estimate maybe Toyota will put out maybe 17 to 18 hours. Still don't think that's reasonable because yanking an engine out of one of these trucks, man, it's not fun. It's not easy. It's not a lot of room. And the only time I seen Toyota issued out a complete engine was back in 2018 when they had the A25A engine came out for the 2018 Camrys. that generation body style. Well, they had an issue with oversized pistons. So what they had us do was put some, fuel additive, chemical cleaner down inside the cylinders, through the spark plug. Where the spark plug goes, take the spark plug out, put some additives in there so it can kind of clean the carbon off the cylinders, off the piston, I mean. And then we would have to read a certain code off that piston. And if it falls within a certain range, that engine assembly would be replaced. And that job paid about 17, 18 hours. And that's a 4-cylinder. I mean, that's a one-day job to yank that engine out, put it back in. I did about maybe 3 total. So that's a one-day job. So for a Tundra, the 3rd-gen Tundra, I assume it's got to be more than 17 or 18 hours because that Camry was paying 17, 18 hours after we did the cleaning and then replaced the engine assembly, a complete engine, no short block. That Camry around 2018 paid 18 hours. So for a Tundra, twin turbo, complete assembly, it's got to be 18 plus. That's why I said that. So good news, it's not bad. So we're actually more thrilled and, happy that it's going to be an engine assembly. Technicians are happy, like I said. The customers are happy. And I'm sure the pressure from all the social media coverage that it was getting on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, people making videos left and right about how, this engine sucks, this Tundra, blah, 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 this and yada, yada, yada. I'm sure it put some pressure on Toyota to do the right thing by these customers because these trucks are expensive, guys. They're not cheap. Some of these are $70,000, $80,000. No customer wants their truck teared down. And if you've seen the videos and how it looks and all that stuff is scattered around, man, it's not fun. And it's not something a customer wants to see after spending their hard-earned money, on their brand new truck, and it's all scattered all over the floor in the dealership. So we're actually happy they're doing right by the customer by just giving them a complete engine assembly. But now, the other thing we got to consider is we know it's about 100,000 plus vehicles, give or take, that are affected in the safety recall. We're still not clear if they're just going to replace the engine on all the ones that has the recall, that's affected by the recall, or if they're going to still have us do some kind of oil analysis first to see if there's any metal shavings, to see if there's any debris left inside the engine, or is it just once you have that recall available under your VIN number, automatic engine. So that's still not clear yet as to how they're going to determine who gets an engine, who don't. And, still little details, not available to us yet. But I'm sure you guys have heard it all over the news. I remember I was doing a video explaining the inside of the new twin turbo V6. And before I could even edit and finish editing the video, I'm looking at all these other YouTubers making videos. Oh, they came out with the remedy. It's going to be a complete engine. I'm sitting there editing my video, and these guys, man, they got the news before I did. I'm like, how I work at Toyota, and you guys are getting the news before me. And like I said, these YouTubers, man, they're on top of it. Unfortunately, I can't be that quick because I actually have I don't do this full time, I just try to capture some of the stuff that I see in the shop and some of the, updates or campaigns that are coming out. And I try to make videos for you guys so you guys can see what's going on in the Toyota world, or maybe to help you save some money. But man, these YouTubers, man, they're quick. I'm still editing the video, man. They already, like, hundreds of YouTubers, man, just already putting out their video. Recall this, recall update that, complete engine. I'm like, man. So it's a little discouraging because you don't want to make a video talking about the same thing that 10 other YouTubers already talked about. Everybody has the opportunity to make a YouTube channel. Well, like I said, I'm a technician first. I just started trying this YouTube thing out just to, see where it goes and give you guys some tips on what's going on in the shop. I can't be as quick as them. These guys, man, they got a whole team behind them. They got people editing their video. I'm just shooting it by myself. So that's all I got for you guys today. Any other future updates, if anything changes, I'll be sure to update you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. I love seeing the channel grow, and it's all because of you guys watching the videos and subscribing. Huge support. Never thought I would have 2,000 plus subscribers. But here I am today with that many subscribers, and it's all possible because of you guys. So big thank you. I'll keep the videos coming. I'm not going to tire it out. I just got off from work, decided to shoot this video just to give you guys an update. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. Until next time, as always, thanks for watching.